it's Russian roulette in many respects, because you don't know what you're getting.
Michigan is seeing a sharp rise in heroin use as many addicts shift from more costly prescription drugs to a cheaper alternative. Target 8 alerted you to heroin's deadly return more than a year ago, and now the most recent report from the Kent County Medical Examiner shows that the number of people dying continues to rise. 24-hour News 8's Coco McAvoy spoke with officials about the distressing data and has our report for us tonight.
You know, I have my own family. I have a son that I can be there for, I can take care of.
Brandon Hool is a father to a 2-year-old child and has been living in the Grand Rapids area for about 10 years now. But just a few years ago, Hool would not have been telling us the same story.
I like drinking and partying a lot. I like smoking pot. And so if I like, that stuff, I figured I would like other drugs more.
So he decided to start trying other drugs.
I started with prescription pills, and then injecting prescription pills, injecting Oxycontin, and then moved to heroin.
It's a troubling path that DEA Special Agent Rich Isaacson says is very common.
What happens is they will frequently devolve into using heroin because they can buy packs of heroin, hits of heroin on the street for much cheaper.
That's part of the reason why there's a spike in heroin use all over the country and in our state. Recent numbers from the Michigan Department of Community Health show heroin deaths have increased nearly 4 times between the years of 1999 and 2012. And it's a problem we're seeing right here in Kent County as heroin deaths have significantly increased over the past 5 years.
And it could have just as easily been me. And then I thought about my family going through that.
It's now been 4 years that Hool has been clean.
My parents, my close family, my grandparents, I've reestablished those relationships.
And he hopes sharing that chapter of his life story will help deter others from going down that same path. Here in Michigan, help may already be on the way. The Michigan House and Senate have both passed bills that would give more access to an anti-overdose drug. Naloxone is a prescription drug that can help reverse the effects of a potentially lethal heroin overdose.
There isn't enough access to this medication as there should be, as evidenced by so many people dying of opiate overdoses, when there is this antidote that could be available to reverse and save people's lives.
And that was Coco McAvoy reporting. The pending legislation would also include Good Samaritan laws to eliminate liability for someone who administers the anti-overdose drug in good faith. The bills have not yet been signed into law.